You wanted some reincarnation manga goodness, so I'll give you some reincarnation goodness. That goes by B-rank adventure with an evil face becomes a father for the hero and his childhood friends, or its significantly shorter Japanese title.
悪人面した B 旧冒険者
We then see two kids asking our MC Gray to help them as they then start begging for his assistance. Gray contemplates what he should do as all the background characters are whispering loud as hell.
Great Scott! Is that man going to sell those children?
Gray wishes the kids would stop as they're now in full Doggies pose. Gray looks around, still hearing them whispering loud as hell, thinking, wow, that's fucked up. My face already scaring the hoes and now you're gonna make all these assumptions about me? The kids are still begging Gray to heal their sick family member. Gray wonders how he even got in this situation in the first place. We then get a quick little flashback of the two kids trying to sell some flowers when then some Redditors come and kick one of the kids just cuz. And Gray hits him with the sweet sound of music and says he'll buy a flower. Gray then asks who's he healing, a sibling or parent. The kids say their parents decided to play the game of life in offline mode and their siblings more in the figurative way than literal, as their sibling is currently sick from a lack of V-Bucks. After some more contemplation, Gray decides why not, even though he's not 100% sure he can heal them. The kids ask about the payment. Gray says they can pay him back by not becoming TikTokers. The kids start crying tears of joy as they finally found someone to buy them all the Robux. Gray's flashbang by the setting crying as the kids explain that every adult they encountered are from Philadelphia as they were all just mean to them for no reason. I mean, for God's sakes, they booed Santa Claus. The kids are now leading Gray down the yellow brick road to their home. Gray says, that's right, we haven't introduced ourselves yet. As he introduces himself, the kids introduce themselves as Iska and Fio, as Gray realizes that Iska is this world's protagonist, as he has been reborn into a villain from a game he played, but nonetheless he'll follow his conscience, which is random at best, so even being a villain, he decides to help the chibi hero. As Iska says, we're here, and he'll go inside and explain everything to everybody. And we see they live in a home with more structural integrity than any Floridian building built in the last decade. Once again, Fio bows and thanks Gray once again for coming all the way out here to help them. Gray says to thank him after he swiped his credit card. Gray then says he could be a villain planning to kidnap her whole family and sell them to Roblox YouTubers. And Fio and Iska were down so bad on the streets of Philly. Fio says, even so, he listened to what they had to say. And if he was truly an Eagles fan, he wouldn't say that or not boo Santa Claus. Fio starts panicking, thinking she's upset Gray. Gray says, nah, he was just thinking about how this transaction will affect his credit score, as he just got it over 750, and she's just so thankful that he's not upset. And Gray wonders, does his resting Boston face really make him defaultly look that upset? As Iska brings him inside to meet the family, we see a girl suffering from TikTok withdrawals as the oldest of the Rugrats, named Aramel, asks, is he going to cure her? Gray says, we'll see what happens. Aramel then introduces the rest of the Rugrats, Nina, Lutz, and the one suffering is Stella. Gray looks at Stella and is surprised. He then asks Aramel, what color are Stella's eyes? Aramel says, red. After doing some real cyber sleuthing, Gray comes to the stunning conclusion that Stella's a vampire, and she's currently just suffering from malnutrition. As all the kids think, we're all fucking suffering from that. Gray says this is an easy problem to deal with, as he asks the kids, what do they normally eat for dinner? The kids say air, which, fun fact, is the same diet as a college student. Gray decides that he's gonna go Chef Curry in this bitch. As for the next month, he's gonna be cooking for them. The kids are stunned, saying they can't ask her that much, but Gray says he said he helped cure her, didn't he? The kids all thank Gray so much to go to the local Kroger, as he thinks, I can't just leave him. I mean, one's the MC for fuck's sakes. And he'll be sacrificing them for his own self-satisfaction anyway. He thinks, what type of light meal should he make for them? When then a bunch of Genshin Impact fans appear from out of nowhere saying he also had his eyes on those kids too. Gray says, what in the hell? As he asks one of the Genshin fans, why are you fucking touching me? As he proceeds to break that one's wrist and proceeds to smash his face into Mother Earth. As the other Genshin players shout, you bastard! Gray then says, I don't know what your plans were for those kids, but let it be understood that those plans will stay as past tense, as he proceeds to lay them all out like Peter Griffin. As he grabs one of the men and says, "Even look at those kids again, and I'll feed you to harpies." As he explains, harpies like to eat their prey ass first. But what scared the man the most was Gray's face. Gray asks, why did they insult him by breathing the same air as he? The guy says they thought he was like them and after their target. Gray slams his face into the ground yelling, "Didn't you learn in pre-K that I'm the wrong motherfucker to mess with and not judge a YouTube video by its title or thumbnail?" Gray is now at Kroger getting the groceries. He's now back at the cribbo and he is chefing and currying with the shit. The kids are kinda shocked he can cook. Aramel says she'll help as Lutz is looking at the groceries like Zion Williamson. Gray tells Lutz to wait just a little longer. While cooking like Chef from 3, Nina comes over to Gray and grabs his leg and stares at him. Gray grabs a rag and wipes the snot from her face. Nina continues to stare some more, and like an episode of Jerry Springer, she calls Gray Dada. Gray has been stun-locked by this move, as what does he do? Does he deny the allegations, or does he just pay the alimony? Aramel comes over to Nina to inform her that Gray is not the father. Food now made, it's time to eat, as Yusuka is shocked by just how good the food is. Theo tells him to not talk with his mouth full, and the little ones are fucking the food all the way up. As Nina calls Gray Dada again, and this stun locks Gray once again. As Aramel slowly feeds Stella and everyone's happy that she's eating. As the kids tell Gray to leave the cleanup to them, as they continue to thank him so much. Gray stands up and says, "It's about that time." Nina then comes over and hugs Gray and calls him Dada once again, and the devs really need to nerf her, as the community has been complaining about Nina's fucking stun lock for months now. As Nina gives Gray her ever so precious doll, as Aramel tells Nina that Gray is about to leave. Nina says she doesn't want Dada to leave again. Gray, with zero immunity to children, says he'll stay until after she falls asleep. It's now the next morning and Gray is taking some groceries to the shack. As the kids are thanking him, Gray gives them some recipes and menu ideas, as he won't be coming by every day, so this should hold them over for a little bit. Aramel asks, does he want to see the other three? They're still sleeping. He goes in and it's just unfucking fair. All three of these characters are broken. Aramel asks Gray, will they see him again soon? Gray says yes, but first, he has a bit of a plan he must execute. A bit later, we see an orc, flustered and panicking, as he's running for his life, as nothing scares him but that man. He can't beat that man. But how? Humans are supposed to be livestock to orcs. When they first saw that man, they thought, he's now stuck in this forest with us. But no, they were wrong. They were stuck in the forest with him. But the thing that scares the orc the most is that he keeps aiming for his gonads. Gray asks, are you finished or are you done? Because there's something I need to buy. Now give up and fork over the family jewels. And that was B rank adventure with an evil face becomes a father for the hero and his childhood friends. The first chapter, at least. I do hope you enjoyed it. I personally enjoy this. It is a relatively new one. It hasn't even been out for a year yet. I believe it's 9 months, 8 months, 9 months old. So like I said, still relatively new. So far there's only around 6 chapters. I've enjoyed all 6 chapters. I do think it's good. It's good. I like it. I hope you like it. And you know, well, of course I like it. That's why I recommended it. That's the whole point of recommending things, is you typically don't recommend things you don't like. I don't. Let me relax before I rant. Anyway, I guess if you don't care anything about the channel, you can go ahead and click off. Thanks for watching. If you do, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and give this a short-formed update, I guess, of sorts. So if you looked over the channel, you will notice that a lot of all the VODs have been moved over to another channel. I put a community post, but something I did do is all kind of like my old gaming stuff. I removed those. Well, I know I privated all those because I'm considering just making a 4th channel and just throwing all the gaming stuff up there. For instance, like, you know, the VODs. If I do the VODs, if I ever get an editor, or depending on how it goes in the future, I can kind of just give it to my editor. They can edit the VODs, and then those would go up. The edited versions of the streams will then just go up on that channel as well. And so that's kind of what I'm thinking. And something I've also done is privated all the shorts, because the shorts were fucking my algorithm all the way up. Like they were fucking doing me dirty. And so I just kind of stopped those because they weren't doing too well. I guess the future plan is if I ever get unshadow banned from TikTok, I'll, instead of just doing shorts on YouTube, I'll just upload it on TikTok, because that is a platform specifically for that. In shorts and YouTube, it's funky. It's real funky. So those would be going anywhere. I'll probably get into more detail about stream. When this video is going up, I'll probably be live on Twitch. Maybe if not at that moment, probably later. I typically stream at night because I just stream at night. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, no, that is indeed about it. Do hope you enjoyed. Catch you in the next one. I am gone. Peace.